Hello students, here we are going to start a topic from surface chemistry. So the first topic is mechanism of adsorption. So what is the mechanism of absorption? Adsorption occurs because the particle on the surface and the particle in the bulk of the adsorbent are not in the same environment. That is, the net force acting on them is not the same. The particle on the surface has unbalanced forces acting on it, which are also called residual attractive forces. So due to these forces, the surface particle of the adsorbent attract the adsorbate particles. As we know that inside the adsorbent, all the forces acting between the particles are mutually balanced. But on the surface, the particles are not surrounded by atoms or the molecules of the same kind on all sides, and hence they possess unbalanced or residual attractive forces. These forces attract the adsorbate particles on its surface. Let's come to the next point. During adsorption, there is always decrease in the residual attractive forces of the surface. That is, the energy of the surface decreases and this appears as heat. This is called the heat of adsorption. Now, the question comes, what is the enthalpy of adsorption? So here we will get the answer in the second point. The amount of heat evolved when 1 mole of adsorbate is adsorbed on the adsorbent surface is called enthalpy of adsorption. Adsorption is exothermic process. As we know, during adsorption there is always decrease in surface energies. This decrease in surface energy appears as heat. Therefore, adsorption is an exothermic process, that is, delta H of adsorption is always negative. When the adsorbate molecules are adsorbed on the surface of the adsorbent, their freedom of movement becomes restricted and hence the entropy decreases. We know that Gibbs free energy delta G equal to delta H minus T delta S. Adsorption, we know it is spontaneous, so delta G must be negative. This can happen only if delta H has a significantly high negative value as T delta S is positive. So as the adsorption continues, the delta H becomes less and less negative till it becomes equal to T delta S and the delta G becomes 0. So at this point equilibrium is attained.